there. So are you at a point in your life where things just aren't going the way that you expected them to go? Maybe you have some health challenges. Maybe you're overweight or underweight, not eating as healthy as you expected or you want to. Perhaps you have relationship issues with your children, issues with your coworkers, issues with your romantic partner, husband or wife. Maybe you're in a job that has become stagnant. Your growth is not, there's no opportunity for you to grow anymore. Well, in this video today, I will share with you 6 key tips that you can implement on how to turn your life around. Again, this is Sarah Johnson, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 tips on turning your life around. Tip number 1, exercise. I know you're thinking, well, what does exercise have to do with me turning my life around? Actually, it has everything to do with you turning your life around. If your health is not up to par, how do you expect to function? How do you expect to show up for your children or your mate or perform optimally at your job? You have to focus on your health. Now, it doesn't matter what type of exercise you do. All that's required is you spend 20 or 30 minutes per day. Or if that's too much and you cannot fit that in your schedule, spend 10 minutes per day or every other day on exercising, sweating, getting your heart beat up. Some of the things that you can do is, what I use is a small trampoline. It's called a rebounder. So I do it with my youngest, who's 5 years old and has a lot of energy. So I jump on the trampoline for maybe 10 minutes, or I'll do some jumping jacks just in place here. We go for a walk. I chase him around the house. So I'm always exercising every day, and you need to do the same thing. The other thing, there's so many videos on YouTube of exercise regimens that you can follow. Also, at the beginning of this year, I started using what is called a 7-minute app. So download it. It's available for Android, or if you have an iPhone, you can download that app. It's a paid app. It only costs a couple dollars, so you can invest invest a few dollars in downloading that app. And basically what it takes you through is a 7-minute regimen. And I'm telling you, don't let that 7-minute fool you. It's a true workout. That thing has you sweating. All right, tip number 2. Understand that whatever is happening in your life is happening for a reason. Oftentimes we try to push back when we're in pain, or we're depressed, or somebody breaks up with us, or we lose a job, or lose somebody in our family. Those episodes or those incidents it's a way for the universe to show to us that we need to change. You know, when we become ill, we may value our health more. We may start focusing on eating healthy food instead of eating a bunch of junk and going through McDonald's and drinking sodas. But it's not until our health is challenged that oftentimes we realize that we need to change. I was just talking to my dad, who's 62, and my dad has been a vegetarian since he was 19, since when I was born. And he's always been healthy, but a few weeks ago he was hospitalized because he had an infection that had gotten into various parts of his body. And what the doctor said to him is that had he not gone to the hospital in time, that he possibly could have died. But I was talking to my dad, and you know, most people would, when a doctor tells you that, they may harp on that and they may focus their attention on, oh, he said it almost could have died and blah, blah, blah. But when I was talking to my dad, he was like, look, this was just a lesson for me. You know, everything happens for a reason. And it was like an eye-opener for me. I was like, wow, you know, he just went through being hospitalized for a full week, being not able to eat, lost a lot of weight, etc., but he has a positive mental attitude. He's looking for the good. So the point here is look for the good. What is it that the universe is trying to teach you with the challenges that you have? If you're having challenges with your child, is the universe trying to teach you how to love unconditionally and not be attached to what your children will do? Because we oftentimes as a parent, we have an agenda for our children, but they have a mind of their own and they have desires and wishes that may not be congruent with what we want. So accept what is, look for the lesson that's trying to reveal itself to you. And also too, notice that no one has a smooth life. There's going to be peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. That's just how it works. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it's sunny. We have winter, we have all the seasons, you know, so this is a part of nature. You know, things are always changing. There's an up and there's a down. So when you're down, know that the up will follow. The period of time where you're up and feeling good will follow. Just be patient, look for the lesson and make whatever changes that you think the lessons are revealing to you. Number 3 on how to turn your life around. Drink lots and lots and lots of water. Mind you, I didn't say drink soda. I didn't say drink lots of juice. I didn't say drink lots of Gatorade or drink lots of coffee. Drink lots of water. And I must admit that for many, many years of my life, I didn't really focus on drinking a lot of water. In fact, I really didn't care for water. I used to drink a lot of juices, but no water. Well, it wasn't until last year I started reading up on the importance of water. I know, it's a very simple tip that everyone should already know, but I didn't know. So water has so many benefits. It helps to rid your body of all the toxin that's built up throughout the day, but from our environment and the junk that we eat and consume. So it's important to drink a lot of water. And I don't know what the magical amount of water that you should drink. I've read where you should try to drink a gallon of water each day. But I think that it's mainly a function of your weight, because someone that weighs or that's 8 years old shouldn't be drinking a gallon of water per day, or at least I don't think so. So just drink as much water as possible. One thing that I do is that, and I don't do this every morning, but I strive to, is when I wake up, the first thing I do is drink a cup of warm lemon water. I've read so much that it's very beneficial for your body, and lemon really is, it's such an important medicine, actually, lemon. It has so many benefits. Google it. You can find out for yourself. Drink some warm lemon water. If you don't want to drink just the pure water, lemon water, you can add a tad bit of honey to it. And it helps to cleanse your body, purge out all of the gunk. Also, throughout the day, I add lemon to my water. So I drink quite a bit of water every day, but I always add lemon to my water. So when I go to work, I always bring a lemon with me so that I have no excuse why I don't drink water. So I don't expect you, if now you don't drink a lot of water, I don't expect you to automatically go to drink a gallon of water. Just make a conscious effort. Say, you know, I'm just going to start by drinking 2 glasses of water or 3 glasses. Just Make strives to improve. Try to improve upon what you were doing yesterday. Make small improvements. Small improvements are better than no improvements at all. So drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water and dump that sugary sodas. Stop drinking sodas. Don't let your kids drink it. I cannot always enforce this with my children, but I try to. Just don't buy sodas. They're just not good for your health. So throw away the sodas, drink water, drink water, drink water. So that is tip number 3. Tip number 4, remove clutter, physical clutter from your life. Clutter, physical clutter in your environment has a direct impact on our mental health. So have you ever been in a room that was so disgusting and it's like you didn't have the energy, or it siphoned off your energy? So your physical, where you live, your physical surrounding has an impact on the way you feel. So get rid of clutter. I spent a couple weeks ago, I think about 3 weeks ago, I went through my closet, which I hadn't done in months. And I had clothes in there that I hadn't worn in 1 year that I thought I was going to wear, but I just made a decision that someone else, if I haven't used that piece of clothing in a year, there's so many other people that could possibly use it. So I packed up everything that I hadn't worn in a year or so and just donated it to Goodwill. Some people opt to sell their clothes. I choose not to. Just be a blessing to someone else. I choose to be a blessing to someone else and just give away the things that I no longer use. The same for shoes. If you have clothing, furniture that is torn up, get rid of it. Move that out of your space, because as we begin to free up our space of all that clutter, we start to think better. We start feeling better about ourselves. Try it. You'll see exactly what I mean. Get rid of clutter. Oh, by the way, there's another piece of clutter that you should get. All the papers that you haven't used that's piled up in your closet, throw them away. You're not going to use them. Just throw them away. We're just, as human beings, we like to accumulate junk, and we keep it around in anticipation of using it at a future date, and we never do. So get rid of clutter, clean up your space, clean up your environment, and you'll start to feel better. When you eliminate physical clutter, then your mind becomes clearer. The next tip is to minimize the time that you watch TV. I know this may be a hard one for a lot of people. Notice I only said minimize. Optimally, you want to eliminate, say, just don't watch TV for 30 days. A lot of us, we spend so much time in a hypnotic state, just watching TV over and watching different shows over and over. And a lot of the stuff that's on TV is pure garbage. And garbage in, garbage out. If we feed our minds with garbage, what do you expect to produce in your reality? Stop watching foolish shows. Minimize. If you watch the news a lot, the news is laced with violence and who killed who, and how does that impact you? It doesn't. If you're passionate about something that's happening in the news, then take action. Make it your, do something about it. Do some community service, tutor people, or whatever. But don't waste your time just watching TV day in and day out. That time that you dedicate to watching TV, you can use that time to pursue perhaps a new course on Udemy. Maybe pursue a passion Take an art class. Spend more time with your children. Get closer with your husband or your wife. Exercise. There's so much more productive activities that you can use to fill up that space. So stop watching so much television. Tip number 5. I believe we're on number 5. Anyway, it's the next tip. Write out your goals. A lot of us, we really don't have an aim of where we want to be. We have everything in our mind, but we never put it on paper. It's like going on a trip. You want to go on a road trip, but you don't really know where you're going. You don't have a final destination in mind. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't know exactly where you're going. You're running around in circles, driving around your city. You don't know where to go. The same applies to our goals. If we don't know where we want to go, we don't know the different steps that we need to take. We don't know the route that we need to take, and we'll never get there. We'll go around in circles. We'll waste a lot of time because we don't have a goal that's driving us, that's driving our existence. We don't have an aim that we're shooting for. So we wake up and we're like robots. We just do the same thing in and day out. So have an aim, write down your goals, write down goals about your health, your relationship, spirituality, if you want to contribute to society, in which ways do you want to contribute? Write those things down. Once you write down your goals, you need to also say, for example, you want to lose 10 pounds. Now, you need to document the different steps that you will take to lose those 10 pounds. And if you don't know, our good friend Google is a great starting point. There are many people who have lost weight. Go to YouTube. People will tell you what they have done. So someone has done it. No need to recreate the wheel. Just write down, do what they said. Or a friend may have lost weight by exercising, eating healthy. You can get the different meal plans that are free. The plans, you have to go buy the food, and the exercise regimen. So you want to write them down. So you want to detail the steps that you need to follow in order to achieve your goal. Spirituality. Do you want to wake up and meditate, pray, go to church every week? I don't know, read various religious books. What do you want to do? You need to document it. I'm going to spend 20 minutes every morning in meditation. I'm going to read the Bible for 10 minutes. I don't know, whatever you want. You know, just write it down so that you'll know whether or not you're going to achieve your goal. What are the necessary steps for you to achieve your goal? The last tip that I have to share with you is that once you have your goals written, do a vision board. I mean, many of you probably have heard of a vision board. Some of you may have not done a vision board. Well, a vision board is essentially a collage. So let me show you my vision board here. Hopefully you can see. So this is my vision board. This is one of my vision board. I'll also post a picture so you can get a better view of it. This is my vision board. So I just went to Office Max and grabbed a poster board. I like the more sturdy poster boards. And then I just sift through various magazines and look for photos that represented my goals. So love, connection. This photo here is of a couple that's maybe I'll get closer. It's a couple that's very happy, and that depicts, my relationship with my husband. Happiness, connection, dates or so, self-esteem I have here, feeling good. So whatever words or phrases or pictures that are congruent with your goals, just put them on your vision board. And one tip, when I do, maybe I'll do a video on vision board. Actually, I will do that. But one thing I do is I on the first layer of the vision board, I put pictures of nature. So pictures of grass, ocean, mountains. And then on top of those pictures, I put the pictures that represents my goals. So create a vision board and every morning or every day, just look at your vision board for about 5 minutes. Now, don't create your vision board and put it under your bed. Put it where you'll see it. I put it in the office because that's where I do my, spiritual practice, meditation, journaling, or whatever I do reading. I also look at my vision board and visualize certain things on here, and you can do the same. And plus, it's just an inspiration for you to take the necessary step in order to achieve your goal. So, there you have it. I have shared with you many tips that you can use on how to turn your life around. Now, if you have another tip, maybe you have turned your life around, and you have a tip that has worked well for you, share it in the comments below. Also, if you think this video can help someone who is in a rut, help them to shift the trajectory of their life, share this video. Remember, knowledge is not just for us, it's for us to share with our community, share with our family, share with our friends. Think of a teenager who needs some type of motivation or who spends all day texting. Show them this video. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much. This is Sarah Johnson, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, by the way, leave a comment below. Tell me if you like this video. Tell me of topics that you want me to do videos surrounding. If you have a question, leave it below. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking the time and viewing this video.